Alright everyone, it's Mike here from Replica Air Guns. Got some weird camera angles going on. I'm actually outside doing a field test shooting video, but this is more than that. This is actually the full review, the full tabletop. I guess these rifles are hard to do tabletop, so I thought instead of trying to jam it into some little table, we'll just do it outside. I've got my KC-02. This is a KJWorks rifle. It's version 2. Okay, it's basically based on the 22 long rifle. And those are the basically what it is it's a 10-22 long rifle. It's the Ruger 10-22. So lots of guys have these in 22 long rifles, so it's a very common gun. Let's get right into it here. I'll take a quick look at it. I'll talk specs in a second, but I'll just sort of show you around. So it's basically like a bolt action blowback, gas blowback. You can get either CO2 or gas mags. It's got the cross bolt safety. This gun's sort of tacked out with the AR style stock, AR grips, right? You have these grip covers, I forget what they're called. I've actually replaced the tip, so the standard tip would look more like this, but you can put basically mock suppressors on there, right? You can put this standard tip back on. I've basically taken the cover off and added a foregrip, added a red dot. You know, you could do so much with this gun. Pop-up sights, front and back. And what's nice is the way I have this set up is if my red dot were to fail on me, I can actually see right through the red dot and use my pop-up iron sight. So real cool. You got your sling mounts, front and back, right? Adjustable stock. Really nice gun, really. About 6 pounds or so. Now let's get really quickly into some specs here. I'm going to do the shooting test as fast as I can as well. But it's basically, again, it's built around the popular Ruger 10-22, super popular gun. The base 10-22 wouldn't look like this. This is a tacked out version, but you can tack out a 10-22 just exactly the same. Perhaps some of these components you can mix and match. I don't know for sure. It's a metal and nylon fiber build. Again, it's gas blowback, so it uses either green gas or CO2. It depends on what mag you have. The magazines, it is a semi-auto only, single action only gun, so there's no full auto. Again, 6mm plastic airsoft BBs, 29 round magazine, and I have been able to put 29 in there. And again, it's almost 6 pounds at 5.84 pounds or 2,650 grams. Has a 13-inch barrel, shoots somewhere over 400 feet per second. Like it says around 410 to 440. That probably depends on whether you're using gas or CO2. Super easy hop-up system. So basically you have this little, I don't know if you can see it, you got this little spinning wheel here for up or down. You spin it this way to make the hop up go up and this way to make it go down. And the sights, by the way, are easy to adjust as well. You can see you have an adjustment right there on the top for left and right, and then you have the adjustment on the rear sight. You can see it right here, this guy, for up and down. So really easy to adjust hop up and the sighting ability on this gun. Pop that down. Show you the mag. Here's your mag. Pretty nice. It's all loaded up, ready to go. Gas obviously goes in the bottom. Okay, loads up just like a 10-22. And this, again, is a KJWorks gun. It's made in Taiwan. Now there is a version 1 of this gun. We do sell both of them on the Replica Air Gun site. This one is actually cheaper than the version 1, so I'd recommend you buy version 2 because I think there's definitely some things about it that I think are better. They're improvements. Usually version 2 is an improvement. So what are they? Version 1's a little bit heavier, so if you're looking for a lighter gun, especially if you're going to add on all these accessories, you want to start out light, so that's a good thing. Version 1 is green gas only, so as far as I know, they don't have any CO2 mags because the version 1 mag kind of curves out. I don't know if a version 2 mag would fit into a version 1. It's possible. I haven't tested it. Version 1 also has a 22 round magazine versus the 29 round longer straight magazine in the version 2. And the version 1 may have less FPS, but that could just simply be because it's a green gas only. The specs on the version 2 seem to be a little higher, but that could be with CO2 mags. And the V2 has improved pop-up sights. Now you could get these sights after the fact for the version 1, but they come standard on version 2. Alright, so let's get into the shooting test. I'm going to just, hopefully this chronograph stuff is going to work for me. We got lights. We got an error already. See what happens. Okay, we're going to turn the lights off. Sometimes they don't agree, sometimes they do. It's been a while since I've used this chrony. Okay, it's happy with that. So we're gonna shoot this gun. Make sure we're all loaded up. Okay, we're all loaded up, and we're gonna pop hopefully 5 rounds through this. 443.8, nice and fast. Again, we're using a gas mag, not CO2. 445.3, 443.7, 446.7, one more. Fifth shot, 447.1. So not bad at all. Now I know I don't have the camera right on this because I've got my other camera running on the target, and I want to get shooting real quick here because well, I don't have a lot of time, right? I got to get these cameras are rolling. Let's just see. So we're gonna put, I'm basically just gonna empty this magazine and see where it shoots, see if it targets right. I'm using my red dot, and we're just gonna try and get as many as we can. Now I don't have this totally centered in, but they should group, you know, wherever I've sort of got it sighted in. So let's get to it. And that's it. So the mag's nice and cool. By the way, today it's beautiful. That's why I'm out here. It's 24 degrees Celsius here. Beautiful day. I can't believe it. So anyways, let's take this gun up. Let's take a look. We're going to see what the target shows us here. And then we're going to come back and we're going to finish up with some of the pros and the cons, just like I do when I do tabletop reviews. Hopefully all my cameras are still going. This is a really fun gun. I mean, it's not full auto, but hey, whatever. Just beautiful little rifle. And if you're a 1022 lover, you're gonna, oh wow, there's nothing wrong with that. I didn't mention how far away we are, but we're about 45 to 50 feet away. I wanted to bring things down back a little bit. That's why I took it off the deck. The grouping is quite nice. You know, well centered. I could bring it down a little bit, but I'd probably just leave it the way it is. I could maybe move it over a little to the left, but it's well centered. Whole bunch of bullseyes, at least 5 or 6. Probably a good 22. Well, I had 29 rounds in here. I shot 5 into the cranny, so you're looking at 24 rounds, or sorry, yeah, 24 rounds should have gone into the target, and they're all grouped nicely, as you can see. No more than 3.5 inches, and that's again airsoft from about 45 to 50 feet away. All right, is everything still rolling? Yeah, we can stop this one for now. Go back. All right, let's head back here, talk about pros and cons. Turn my red dot off, otherwise I'm going to be eating up a battery. Happens sometimes. Okay, pros and cons. Let's do this. All right, it's built on the popular 1022. I'm going to move in a little tighter here. So, you know, a lot of guys are going to love this gun. The 1022, like I said, super popular. All kinds of aftermarket components for 1022s. I don't know if this fits into all the other real 1022, you know, chassis or whatever, different housings you can get for them. But this one definitely is sort of more tactical. Very cool. I'm sure, you know, there's probably some stuff that can mix and match, so that's kind of cool. So if you are a 1022 shooter, you're going to love this too, because you can shoot this gun all year round. Shoot it in your basement, shoot it in your backyard. You don't have to go to a gun range or find an area that's safe to shoot a, you know, like a 22 long rifle gun, right? Has good weight and feel to it. It feels nice, especially once you get a few, you know, bits of gear on there, some accessories and things. It definitely weightens it up enough. You wouldn't want it to be too heavy to begin with if you're going to add stuff on. Blowback and semi-auto action with the true single action trigger. So it's a single action trigger, not double action, so that once the bolt has been cocked and basically engaged, then you're ready to go, and as soon as it locks back, you're done. You can't shoot anymore, so you're not going to waste any gas at all. Lots of rail accessories. I mean, you can put rails top and bottom all the way around, all the way along the top here. You've got this huge long rail. You can take off these guys if you want and just add whatever, right? So you got the guards over top the rails, but those could be like, you know, lights, anything you want really. And again, the pop-up fully adjustable sights, they're really discreet, they're flush, they lie nice and flat, so they're not going to get in the way if you're not using them, but if you do need them, they're ready to go in a second, right? The hop up, super easy to adjust. Again, the sights are easy to adjust. You don't need any tools or anything. It's just right there. Really easy to do. And you can get CO2 mags for this gun. So there's a CO2 mag for it. So that would be kind of cool. I'd like to test it out with CO2. It's probably going to shoot even faster. I mean, 450 basically. I don't know what the average was, but it's close to 450 with gas. So I'm assuming close to 500. It might be a little bit too fast with gas, to be honest, or with CO2, to be honest. I like that it's got the AR style grip, AR style adjustable rear stock. You know, possibly you could get other versions and add them on if you want to, since they are AR sort of equivalents, right? You do have your sling mounts front and back, which is nice, and it works with the standard, you know, airsoft flash hiders. You know, if you want to put on different things on the front, if you want to put barrel extensions or some mock suppressors, you can do that. I kind of like this, the standard AR flash hider. I think it looks pretty cool. And shooting pros. I didn't, you know, put my notes down here because I hadn't shot it yet. So what do I think? I think it shoots really nice. You know, once I got it sighted in, when I initially got my red dot on there, I was all over the place. But once I got it sighted in, you know, this was before I shot the video. Now that it's sighted in, it shoots pretty good. About 3 inches from 50 feet away or so. You're definitely going to hit, you know, a person-sized target anywhere you want. So I guess further out, if we went further out, it would obviously spread a little bit, but not bad. Very, very consistent and good FPS. So this could make for a good sniper rifle, a compact sniper rifle, because it shoots hard and it seems to be pretty accurate. So it's possible that to use this as you know, pretty much an any range rifle, but nice and compact for indoor shooting. You can shoot further out because it's got the velocity if you're doing some sniping as well. And the blowback action gives you just enough felt recoil to make it feel kind of neat, right? You get that little bolt kicking back and forth. It's not a ton of recoil, but it's enough just to give you a sense of it. All right, some of the cons: no full auto mode. So, you know, if you like full auto guns, they do eat a lot of BBs up, right? They do use up a lot of gas. So if you're doing a gas gun, you know, maybe staying in single or semi-auto is a good thing because you're not using up so much gas all the time. So that could be possible. You know, that I would almost recommend staying in semi-auto anyways if you're going gas. But it would be nice to have that option, right? You know, 29 round mag. It's a short mag. It'd be cool if there was some sort of longer banana mag or something like that, you know, because you can actually get, you know, drum mags and all kinds of things for these 1022s. You could put a drum mag on this thing and have 200 rounds worth of ammo in 22 long rifles. So why not extend this guy out, make it maybe 50 rounds or so? Why not, right? Get some more rounds in there. But 29 is still pretty reasonable. In terms of shooting cons, I don't know. I can't really tell you any other than the limitation to rounds. That's a shooting, you know, con. But in terms of accuracy, velocity, consistency, everything was good. Trigger action was good, nice and short, just like a true 22, you know, like a true 1022. So I give it my thumbs up. I'm thinking this is a gun I'm gonna want to keep for myself because it's a really nice gun, and if you're a 22 lover, you're gonna like shooting this gun too. All right, that wraps up this review. Check us out at replicaairguns.com. I'll have some photos of this gun for you. Hopefully I'm going to be putting in some blowback action over top of this, so you can check that out while I'm ending this video for you. But we also have a whole bunch of stuff there at Replica Airguns, including this gun in our Canadian Replica Airgun store. We have a whole bunch of stuff there, right? Airsoft guns, BB guns, pellet guns, blank guns, knives, and other accessories. And that's pretty much it. Until next time, take care.